everybody! Good Buddy Q here with...
Loop.
Loop. And we're back with two young men venturing into the forest and have an surprising experience, or therefore...
Z.
Z. Well, no, it's only Z for the previews. Because that's when it's extreme. But last we left off, we...
Oh, I get it now. The intro is Dragon Ball.
Yes.
Okay.
But, whatchamacallit?
Yes?
Oh yeah, Kiku is sus.
Kiku is hella sus.
We should probably get some paper clips for lockpicking.
Huh? Those the paper clips are gone. That's strange. I remember there were at least 10 ounces of paper clips holding these papers together. I guess I'll have to find something else to pick the locks with. Or if I'm lucky, the paper clips will miraculously appear in Kiku's room. Let's check.
He might have noticed.
Gilbert is sus. Oh, Germany-san. I saw Gilbert coming out of the vent.
Came out of electrical.
No, I didn't! I was there when he did!
Oh no, that's pretty sus.
I was literally standing there.
Yeah, that's
when
pretty sus, bro.
Was I'm your brother!
Still. Bat's eyelashes. Anyway.
Here we go. There's some bobby pins in here. Don't mind if I do.
Yoink. Got 3 bobby pins. Nice. Anyway. I'm gonna go. Neat.
What a lovely decorative plate he has here. I'm sure you won't mind if I take a little look at it. Oh, it's got fishies on it. Real cool looking fishies.
Cool. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
Cool.
That was so cute! There's something on the back. It's cake. Whatever password it's spelling out, it's cake.
I guess.
C-K-A. And he's in a household made of cake. It's cake!
Let's see.
It's Christmas cake! Like me.
No! I want to eat that cake.
Please don't. Dick would get upset.
He would. Anyway.
This definitely is an A. Maybe his surname translates with our language starting with an A? Or was it an H? Maybe he monogrammed the back of the plate for identification purposes? I'm not sure if this will help me, to be honest. Oh, maybe the plate is here because Keek was acting fishy. Ha ha ha! Visual pun.
Ha ha ha.
This little alcove is a long, sharp-looking sword hanging on. I wonder what sushi restaurant he stole it from.
Rude. Sushi restaurant stole it from him.
I'll take the sword down. It appears to be bolted to the wall. What a shame. I wanted to play with it.
Oh, Gilbert.
This is just so long as the police don't catch me again.
Again?
It's not the first time I've stolen swords, and this is why Elizabeth broke up with me.
Probably won't be the last either.
There's a bunch of different books on this shelf. Some of them are history books in my language. Sorry, I got distracted by a ghost cat.
Ghost. It's the fox.
Who's scratching at the bed? I can only assume he got these to familiarize himself with the area before he moved. It's mostly standard stuff. Some books are cultural affairs, a couple history books, and the mysteries of the Geheimnisvoll Forest.
An overview of the Geheimnisvoll. The Geheimnisvoll Forest is situated next to the village of Folklore. It is about 20 kilometers by 27 kilometers in size. Its biome is a temperate coniferous forest with mild summers and mild to moderate winter temperatures. Daytime temperatures are mild, but nighttime temperatures typically drop significantly. The wildlife in the forest seems to consist of mainly predatory creatures such as bears and wolves, as well as other mysterious scavengers like raccoons and foxes. The forest itself, despite being relatively small, has turned into a sort of folk tale. Children are foretold not to enter the forest alone, and to always return before nightfall. This is due to the fact that the forest becomes incredibly dark at night. Speculation as to why this occurs can vary from simply how dense the concentration of trees are, and how they absorb light, to the belief that there is a malevolent spirits or demons inhabiting the forest that turn it dark. Where the latter explanation comes from is unknown, though it is entirely possible that either concerned villagers spread the lie to prevent people, especially children, from going into the forest at night for their own safety, or a person witnessed some supernatural event in the forest firsthand. Over several decades, a few children of the village of Volkakirch have mysteriously disappeared and not returned home. Many believe this is due of them getting kidnapped, getting lost in the nearby woods, being mauled by animals in the woods, or being ensnared by some supernatural entity. There have also been unexplained cases of missing adults, but this legend tends to focus on the children, as to serve a lesson for naughty children who dare wander away from home. Whether childlike curiosity, evil spirits, aggressive animals, or the forest itself are responsible for individuals who go missing is unknown.
Rudy said I was gullible earlier for believing this forest could kill somebody. Well, look at how dumb he looks now. I wonder why Kiko got this book, though. There's also a bunch of books in his language here. It'd be difficult to translate all of them at once. The title translates to Guide to Being a Kitsune Mochi? And Kitsune is supposed to translate to fox. What does mochi mean? Bruto's book said mochi is a rice cake. Gooey and glutinous. This is guide for being a foxy rice cake. Well, he is foxy. Has he been a walking pastry this whole time? What would that feel like to kiss?
Ooh.
Oh well, maybe the book would explain better.
The basics of Kitsune. When dealing with a familiar, it is important to understand their temperament. The most common familiars, Kitsune, are known for being mischievous. Even so, they can be quite loyal. In order to get them to obey you, you must spend time around the Kitsune. Once the familiar has become accustomed to your presence, you can begin to observe his patterns. Learn what they like and dislike, as every Kitsune has a unique personality. Kitsune typically like savory foods, especially animal products. They will do tasks for you when you offer them things they like. So experiment by offering them different foods and see what your particular Kitsune prefers. One notable task that Kitsune can perform is scavenging. They will forage for various things and are fond of collecting random items. However, they may be inclined to bring you items that they may think are important or otherwise useful to you. They will also be inclined to bring you things if you give them proper payment, in the form of a snack. Kitsune mochi should keep in mind that a Kitsune has senses that are much different than their own. They may be able to sense danger or indicate some supernatural event occurring around them. If they give you a seemingly useless item, it is likely because they know something about it that you do not. Do not throw out the useless items, as they certainly have some kind of purpose. Another task that Kitsune can carry out for their Kitsune mochi is the act of possession. A Kitsune can possess a human, causing them to act incredibly strangely. Your familiar can be an incredible help to you, so treat them with care and understand how to use their powers.
Familiars? That's a witchcraft term. The animal helpers, aren't they? Like cats and toads. Let's see. Maybe I can translate another book. This one is Food Yokai. The book says a yokai is a type of demon or spirit. That doesn't help Kipko's case, considering his entire house is made of food. What if we're inside one gigantic bug snack?
I was waiting for a reference to show up.
This yokai is called Bekataro. This word doesn't translate, though.
Bekataro. Bekataro is a short, pudgy yokai known for his intense appetite. Boketaro was a child known as Taro when he was human and was so voracious that he would eat as much as several dozen people would eat in a single meal. His parents were desperate to dispose of him because they couldn't ever satisfy his hunger. They abandoned him, and he was forced to live on the streets and search for food scraps. His already intense appetite grew stronger with the lack of food, and he became so desperate that he started eating human beings whole. Violating this taboo cursed him, and he now wanders in search of food, no matter what or whom it may be.
I have a very bad feeling about Sea Swan. Maybe I should read another one of the food yokai stories for more insight. And it's just kind of morbidly, fascinating. Azuki Baba.
Azuki Baba. Azuki Baba is a yokai that often takes the form of an old woman. Azuki Baba is usually found by rivers, where she sits by the bank and washes red beans while singing a tune. Her voice is said to allure people to find her, and when they arrive at the location, she will eat them. Azuki Baba, or sometimes are not actually Azuki Baba, but actually malevolent Kitsune that shapeshift into the yokai in order to ensnare a human to eat. They especially like eating children.
This seems important. I'll rip out this page in the Bekataro one too for safekeeping. There. Now I should probably translate some more books. It's clear that these are important. Oh, this one on the significance of herbs seems good. Ah! Oh! Shit. He's got hidden passageways in here too. Okay, back up. He can make complex machinery out of cookies.
Yep.
I think I'm in love.
My engineer hot.
There's got to be something important in there. Away! Ooh, spooky.
I'm gonna save. Just to be safe. Luckily, you already got lockpick.
Yes! Sugar. Enough to probably kill a small elephant. Diabetes! This room is full of diabetes! You know, I've been wondering how he gets all the sugar. I was really asking where the hell he's getting all of these burlap sacks from.
That's a good point.
There's a ton of different recipe books here. At least all of the ones that are in my language are. Let's see. Oh, there's the word for recipe. Tsukurikata. This book is Tsukurikata no Mochi. This one is Tsukurikata no Dango. Wait, this one doesn't say it's a recipe book in the title. Yokai Shuten Dojo? No, Doji.
Shuten Doji. Shuten Doji is the king of the ogre-like yokai class called Oni. He is fearsome and powerful, and this Oni is considered one of the most important. Born from the union of a human woman and a dragon named Yamato no Orochi, Shuten Doji was an incredibly powerful human even before becoming an Oni. He had immense strength and incredible intelligence, but he was shunned by his peers and everyone around him, and his mother abandoned him in childhood. He decided to join a monastery and become a priest, though he was looked on unfavorably while still in this place. He had a fondness for alcohol, particularly sake, and could outdrink any person. His fondness for sake was so great that even before his transformation to an Oni, he was given the name Shuten Doji, or Little Drunkard. In one instance of his drunkenness, he put on an Oni mask that fused to his face. He was scolded by a priest for his actions, and then he fled as far away as he could, avoiding human contact for years, except to sneak into villages to steal alcohol and food from villagers. This is where Oni transformation began. Over time, he became an Oni with incredible magic powers. He became friends with thieves and criminals, who followed his lifestyle and became Oni themselves. He and his posse of aggressive Oni were known for drinking extremely heavily before going on bloody rampages, attacking random humans on the streets to assert their power and quench their cravings for violence. They could also quench their hunger and thirst by drinking the blood of humans they encountered, and would tear them limb from limb to eat their raw flesh as a meal. Shuten Doji was defeated when he was decapitated by an incredible warrior, Minamoto no Yorimitsu. The still living had fought and tried to bite the hero until it was buried at a temple in the city, where it would no longer harm anyone.
A demon known for loving sake. Now, where have I seen this before? It's almost as if I'm collecting a bunch of hints that are only proving my suspicions, not clearing Kiku of them. Confirmation bias. Another bag of sugar that's big enough that it could probably beat someone over the head with it and cause a concussion. There's a note on the floor. I want to talk to that. Why is this paper on the floor?
EICUR. Yes?
I'm taking a picture of it. Because...
Sounds important.
Absolutely it sounds important. Like, I've been in this game long enough to know that shit like this getting thrown at you in a game means it's gonna come back later on. I've played Sierra games, I know what's up.
That's fair.
I'm not quite sure what that means. I should be able to figure this out though. After all, I solved the case of the missing bratwurst at the last Harvest Festival.
Good for you.
Or is there any more clickables in that one?
I don't think so. There we go.
Yes! My power is maximum! Lots of bottles and jars. Maybe he likes to pickle things. I like pickles.
What do we want to look at?
The more papers on the wall? These are all missing person posters. What kind of creep hangs posters of missing people on the walls? Just get weird, seemingly secular portraits of your family members with Protestant undertones hanging on the wall like the rest of us. Jeez. This box is full of a bunch of random assorted crap. An old pocket watch, a broken wicker basket, a coat hanger. There's even some shoes in here. These are children's shoes. These aren't baby shoes. Is this a child? This has an E on it. It is a child's shoe. Why else does he have children's shoes? There's no matching pairs in here, and there's all different sizes. What the fuck is this? The book is had Yamauba.
Yamauba.
Yamuba.
Yamauba. The Yamauba are yokai that appear to be innocent old women, but are actually horrific and ugly witches. They ensnare people who travel near their homes, offering them a place to rest for the night and food to eat. Once the guests have been allured enough and fallen into their unsuspecting sleep, the Yamauba changes forms into a hideous demonic witch and eats the oblivious travelers. Yamauba are believed to have once been humans, but may have abandoned by their families and left out in the woods to die. Or may have been accused of a crime and are exiled to live in the woods alone. It is said that their souls are contained in a special flower.
An old lady witch that tricks travelers. I'm having a real hard time with syllables today. Into staying at her house. Come on, this shit has suspicious written all over it.
Not to mention, they mentioned their soul was attached to a flower. There was that specialty flower in the garden. That's strange.
It's already open, so there's no denying he was reading this at some point recently.
Transmutation of blood. Transmutation involves manipulation and transformation of the elements that the object intended to transmute is comprised of. This is especially important when considering transmutation of bodily fluids into other forms, as this text is intended to explain. Its element becomes manipulated into other elements. In the case of transmuting bodily fluids, such as blood, into a saccharine form, sui element is being transformed into ka. Ka is held in place by su.
It's how to make sugar from blood.
As one could imagine, cooling water would stifle an unruly flame. Only those experienced with occult transmutation should attempt this, and they should exercise caution as to not render the sugar potentially unstable.
Blink! Transmutation of blood. He's doing something involving blood. With all that sugar in the other room. Highly sus. You can't get blood from somebody without harming them in some way. Unless somebody invents some kind of special tap that could stick into somebody and then dispense blood out of them like they're a keg of cider. That'd be really fucked up and really nasty and hard to clean. Dang, this door's a combination lock. I can't just pick it. There's got to be a clue around here to find some meaning.
What's the passcode? Can you solve it? What do we know so far?
Wait, hang on. I've almost got it. It's a number change. So it's 3, 1. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna write this down.
Explain your process.
Let me figure it out, please, and then I'll explain. Because it's a basic one-to-one alphabet cipher. Because it gives you the clues in here. So it's 3, 1. So the class code is 31115.
31115.
There we go.
It's cake, but in alphabet numbers. Nice. You did it. She just shrugs.
It seems really dark in here.
Well, empty.
Empty. Dark. It's both dark and empty. Not just on a material level, but it feels like a void. Ah! I stepped on something. Looks at shoe. Ew. It's hot dark in here, so it's hard to see what it is. It looks like a bone.
What's this thing?
This is a pretty large bin. I wonder what it's used for. This is a door on the ceiling. That must be the cellar door from the garden. I'm going to try to not scream. I can't see what's going on up there, but I'm assuming he could just open this door. Maybe he doesn't see me either, or hear my sing-song, because I'm how dark it is. I imagine he might be able to detect movement, though. If I just stay perfectly still, nothing could go wrong. What was that?
Something in there now.
It smells like blood. Ah! It's all over my hands. Oh God! Oh God! I need to tell Ludwig about this. We need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Now I can go fast.
Where's Ludwig? Ludwig! Ludwig!
Yeah, we can see him now. He's got a lot of blood on him.
Ludwig! Ludwig! It's a Buddha! Ludwig! Ludwig? Ludwig! Oh God. Oh God. He's dead!
What? Oh, it's just you.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. It's Bruder. I thought you were dead.
Good night.
Hey, I was in the middle of talking and appreciating you.
Oh, sorry. I'm just so tired.
Well, you did eat a lot of food.
Also, it's like late.
Don't fall asleep.
Ow!
Stay with us.
Ow!
Don't go towards that light.
Ow!
I know you might feel cold, but...
Hey! Ow! What the hell?
Are you awake now? Do you smell pennies on my hands?
I smell lots of things. What the hell's going on?
Do you feel so sleepy? Can you feel your legs? Can you hold your hands above your head? How many fingers am I?
Did you hit your head? Also, what the fuck?
I'm trying to make sure you're not about to start convulsing and dying. I've seen some shit. I have touched some shit.
I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you not see the blood all over me?
I do, and I'm concerned. What the hell have you been up to?
You must be getting worse. Let me see. Let me feel. Let me feel your temperature. Check down your pupils. Hopefully your AIDS didn't kill you.
You... Smacks hand away.
Ah!
You think that Kiku's food is going to kill me?
Good. You're starting to catch on. He must not have put in enough poison to significantly hurt your cognitive functions.
Why are you so suspicious of him?
Oh, you want to know why I'm so suspicious of him?
Yes.
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Do you really want to know? Because I'll tell you outside.
The suspense is going to kill me before Kiku's supposed deadly food will.
Alright, here you go.
What piece of evidence do you want to show Ludwig? Witch's hat? The fox? Sake demon? Momiji Manju? What you want to show him?
The witch hat. I found a witch hat, like an actual witch hat. Then I found these letters from the previous village he lived in. He pissed a lot of people off, and one person even said they'd tell the village what he is. But at this point, I wasn't completely suspicious of him, so I kept investigating.
Fox, Sake demon, or Momiji?
The fox. There's a book on fox familiars called Kitsune. I saw Kiku feeding one of them out in the garden before he left. He was talking to it and then gave it a treat and told it to meet him back at the garden later on. And the book said familiars could be bribed using food.
What piece?
Momiji Manju. I was looking around in the kitchen and I saw a recipe for Momiji Manju. But in one of the letters that Kiko received there was a girl who went missing named Momiji. So, I have reason to suspect that he made the recipe out of that girl. As you can see by the blood all over my hands.
Yes, there is many.
So I started by looking in his room, right? And I found a bunch of bottles of alcohol in there. So many! Like an unnatural amount. More than I would have. He had twice as much sake in his kitchen to boot. And then I found another folklore tale of the demon king named Shuten Doji, who was known for being an alcoholic and loving sake, and being the son or child of a 7-headed dragon. Or was it 8? Never mind. He was suspicious that he also has the sake in his house, and happens to have a folklore story about a sake-loving demon who eats people's living raw flesh, sitting out in the open. And then there was a transmutation thing downstairs.
Which, yeah, there it is.
I also found a scroll that was about the transmuting blood into sugar. The scroll was in the room right next to his sugar storage room. There was so much in there. When he had so much sugar, you'd think he was some kind of black market dealer. Food yokai?
Food yokai.
And then I found several books on different folklore legends from his country, some of which align with a lot of the things I found. There's this old lady that eats people and washes red beans in a river, and Kiku lives by a river. He made that red bean pastry earlier, and there's a lot of red beans in his kitchen. And when he hasn't stuff, he was one of the worst of all. He wants to turn you into a pudgy little demon boy that's always hungry and eats people to satisfy his never-ending gluttony.
Missing posters
Missing
or Yama?
poster.
Okay.
He has a room with missing posters on the wall, and in the same room, it's a box full of random items that clearly don't belong to him. There's even baby shoes in there, Bruder. Baby shoes, and they didn't come with coupons!
And the last one,
Yamauba. One of the most damning pieces of evidence is the story of the Yamauba. or Yama Uba, or something like that, who lures travelers to the house with promises of food and a warm bed. When the guard is down since they're asleep, she kills and eats them.
Gasp. So we're gonna pause it there, because we're out of time. What's gonna happen? Is Ludwig gonna believe? Is he not? I don't know. Well, we're gonna find out. That's a lot of stuff. It's putting all the cards on the table. What's gonna happen? I don't fucking know, but we'll find out next time.
My gut says, I don't believe you. Snooze.
He just goes right back to sleep, just conked out. But we'll find out next time. So have a good day, everybody. Bye.
Bye.